Hello everyone, my name is Billy Davis and I'm here today to share some tips and some tricks for new teachers. I have been teaching for 10 years and been a mentor for about 4 or 5 years, and so I pretty much kind of have like a lot of valuable information to share with teachers who are new to the field, or maybe you are transitioning from one career to another or out of college and you need some advice, you need some help. So we know that school for us, the district I'm in, starts next week. For some districts, you guys might not start until later on in the year, but I have some things, some tips that you guys that I want to share with you guys before the actual school year starts, like before the kids start. So I have 5 things I want to share with you really, really quickly. If you see me looking over, I'm looking at my notes on a computer because I typed them up because it's kind of detailed, but it's just kind of like little bullet points. So I want to get through it really quickly. So the first thing I want to let you know is that you need to get to know your principal, your mentor, and your teammates. So I know you may be new, you might not really know your principal that well, so try to kind of, get the vibe of your principal, make sure your presence is known because there might be a lot of new teachers there as well. So you want to make sure that, the principal knows who you are, okay? Also, your mentor, make sure you try to form a good communication with your mentor. You guys try to have a relationship, so that means exchanging contact information, maybe finding out a little bit about them, like what their hobbies, things they like to do. At the beginning of the school year, we actually have time where we can go out and have lunch off campus, because sometimes we're going to like trainings and workshops or staff developments is what they call them. So you might have that time when you might say, you know what, let me ride with my mentor, or ask your mentor to kind of ride with you. You guys, maybe it's just you two, or maybe your teammates, y'all all, carpool and go out to lunch. You kind of get to know each other. So it's a good way to start off the school year. Okay, part number 2 is to get to know other new teachers in your district or in your school or at your church, your surrounding neighborhood, wherever it may be. That way you guys can kind of build a connection together. You guys can kind of help each other out. Maybe you have some new ideas or some things that your mentor might share with you, and maybe they don't have a mentor at their school, or maybe they don't have a mentor that they actually, connect with. So make sure you connect with other teachers, new teachers as well, okay? Because I know my first year, I was teaching kindergarten and we were all new teachers. All 3 of us who were regular, which means we teach, not bilingual kids. So we were all new, so we tried to help each other out as much as we could. And we also had a mentor, but it was one mentor to 3 mentees. So that was a lot for her. So we had to kind of work together. If we found out some ideas or some teaching tips, or if I need to, watch that person class or vice versa, for some reason, whatever, we kind of work together, okay? Also, too, even though you're new to the teaching field, your opinion does matter. So make sure, if you have something to say, new ideas, things that you might have learned, tips or some videos you might watch or whatever case may be, make sure you share those things as well. Number 3, don't feel guilty for asking for assistance. This is a huge one because my first year, oh my goodness, it was so crazy because I think I went months before anybody knew that I was like drowning. Like I was literally like, oh my goodness, I'm about to quit. We were having a meeting that we would have like every week, and one of the teachers, she always made it known. Like if she wasn't doing okay, she made it known. And they went by and asked each teacher, how you doing? How's the school year going for you? And mind you, we're all new. So when it came to me, I just literally just bust out crying. And I'm not an emotional person, so they were like, oh my goodness, what's wrong, Miss Davis? Like, we didn't know she was going through this and this and the other. Because I was just trying to be a big girl. I don't want to complain. At the same time, if you need help, make sure you let your mentor know, you let your teammates know, go to your principal and let them know. It might be a kid who you having a behavior problem with, it might be a parent, it might be another teacher, it might be your mentor, you guys are not connecting. So, go to your team leader first, or maybe go to your mentor first. I suggest going to your mentor first as if you guys are not, vibing. And if not, go to your team leader. Each grade level has a team leader, and if that's not working, or your mentor and your team leader, they buddies, go to your principal and just kind of let them know, like, hey, we're not kind of working out very well. It's not that connection, and maybe they can advise a plan for you guys, or if not, maybe they might sign you to another mentor. You don't want to, you want to do that like within the first month or so. You know if you and your mentor are vibing, and if not, you want to make sure you nip that in the bud, because you do not want to struggle throughout the whole school year. At the same time, don't feel guilty to ask for assistance, but don't also be a leech, okay? Because at the beginning of the school year, everybody is basically, it's almost like moving into a new home. You're trying to get your classroom done, you're trying to get your roster, you have all this paperwork, you got parents and stuff you need to call, and you got people got their own personal life. So at the same time, there's things you can do for yourself, do it research. And also too, like I said earlier, your opinion is valuable as well. So if you see that your stuff is already done and you have people come and help you because you're a new teacher and your family came and they were all happy, ask your mentor, do they need some help? Because you never know. Everybody has different things going on in their personal life. So you just want to make sure that, you guys, iron sharpen iron. You know what? I scratch your back, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. So you guys can help each other. Number 4, don't get caught up in decorating that you forget important things. For most teachers, we all, get excited by decorating. I ain't that teacher. That's not me. I do not get excited by decorating my classes. It's my least favorite thing to do. But most teachers, especially if it's your first year, you get all excited about going to the teacher supply store and all these new decorations and how you're going to set up your classroom. You got this picture board, you got 1,000 pictures saved, you got pictures on your phone, and you forget the important stuff like, sign your important information, or there could be other things at the beginning of the school year that are more important than decorating your class. Sometimes we decorate our class, ahead of time. A lot of teachers go up there earlier. I don't. I use my whole vacation. I go up there the day of, and I kind of get, little by little things done. And I sometimes, get ideas. But we'll talk about that in another video about how, decorating your classroom. But make sure that there's things that's important, like documentation, things that you need to sign. Make sure you get those things done at first before you spend so much time decorating your classroom. Number 5, inquire and seek information about staff developments, workshops, and trainings. A lot of times new teachers don't know that there are certain trainings you have to go to, there's certain workshops you need to go to. If you teach math, there's certain things you need to do. If you teach language arts, and vice versa, or whatever case may be. And there's a lot of meetings for new teachers as well. So I know you got a load on you. So make sure that you inquire about other trainings that you may need to go to. Ask your mentor, and you can even ask your principal is a good person to go ask about those things too, because your mentor might not be teaching the same subject as you might be teaching, or you might be in a different grade level. So make sure you talk to somebody before the whole school year goes by and you don't have all your professional development hours. So those are basically just 5 quick tips that I want to share with you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos, more tips for you guys who are new. So I'm kind of like want to be like a virtual mentor to you guys. If you have questions, feel free to DM me, or you can leave them in the message in the video, and they'll go straight to my DM too. Bye.